Hello guys, welcome to this lesson video. You will be learning how to calculate and check area of reinforcement to area of concrete ratio in this video, and we will proceed to look at its importance and how to apply it in the design of structural elements such as beam and column using Protastructure. So area of steel to concrete ratio failure is microscopic. You cannot see it with the naked eye. Like in this structure now, almost all the members showed green, meaning okay, some of the members may be failing area of steel to concrete ratio as the structure grow old. And then this can be found according to Euro Code section 9. We are going to be discussing all of this in detail, do the calculations, and then we provide confidence to design safely using Protastructure and other structural analysis and design software. Stick to this video to the very end. If this is the first time you've come across a video on our channel Software Design Academy, consider subscribing. Do wait to like this video so our colleague can also see this video and learn from the little knowledge that this video have. Alright, so let us make progress. As you can see from here, some of these members have failed. So this failure is not due to area of steel to area of concrete ratio. Actually, as I said earlier, the failure is microscopic. So what are the important? Why is it necessary that we should check for this area of steel and concrete ratio? Number one, ensuring ductile failure. Number two, preventing brittle cracking. Number three, controlling crack width and serviceability. And number four, constructability, avoiding congestion. Number five, economy and optimization. So these are the reasons why area of steel to area of concrete should be checked. It's a very fundamental check that structural engineers are supposed to carry out before you carry out the analysis and even the design of the structural element. Alright, so according to Euro Code 2, the minimum ratio should be 0.3% and the maximum ratio should be 2.5%. So we are going to be looking at the formula and how to actually check it and apply it to our structural element such as the beam and the columns. Alright, on this structure, the reinforced concrete column section I have right here. So if I double click on this column section right here, I have 300 by 225 column section, and then this particular column actually failed design. Okay, but at first let's see how to rectify this failure. So if I select on that column, I click on this section design right there. So in the design window right here, you can see the section that I have, and then over here I have H12 reinforcement diameters, and then the utilization ratio is 1.15. so this is not safe for these columns. The reinforcement is not okay. So let's do interactive design from here. So the program will select the reinforcement automatically. So once I click right here, and you can see, so instead of 4H12, the program has selected 6H12 right here. Okay, so everything is good now. But if I wouldn't want to use 6H12, I can use just 4H16 right here and get rid of the intermediate reinforcement from here, just like this. Okay, and I still have a U ratio, very safe and okay. I click on the OK option from here to correct that. If I select outside, that is corrected. Okay, so I will do the same thing to these other columns before we proceed to actually consider the area of steel to concrete ratio. So I click on the interactive design. From here, these are selected 10h12. That is much. Okay. So what I will do is to change here to 16 right there. And then I check interactive design again. This still give me 10h12. All right. So I will change this again. I have 0.6 U ratio, which is safe. All right. So in this intermediate provisions, let me have 0 reinforcement right here. So I'm having this to be 0.9. Okay. So at this point, I could have 0 again. So the member has failed. So let me have one intermediate reinforcement right here. Let's see what happened. This is 0.9. The member is stressed up. I can change this to 16, the 0.7, and then this column is good to go. It is safe now. Click on the OK option from here. If I click outside, you can see it is OK. And then for the beam, I can proceed to check the section design from here. And then I click on this option to redesign the members, and then everything as far as having top bar 2H16 and then bottom bar 3H16. So the clear span is 4.2. From here, I click on the OK options. All right. So I have corrected this failure I have on this structure. We have to now proceed to start checking the area of steel to area of concrete ratio and see how to interpret the results as according to Eurocode 2, which the minimum percentage should be 0.3 and then the maximum should be 2.5%. So anything below 0.3, meaning it is under design. Okay, the members is under design. So anything above 2.5%, the members is over design. So if you want to remain within the limit of standard design, it should be between 0.3 and 2.5%. All right, I hope that is taken. Let's go into the calculations now. Here we go. This is the formula to actually calculate the area of steel to concrete ratio according to Eurocode 2 section 9. We have this rho, this is rho equals to A subscript X. This is area of steel. All right, and then we have P, which is the width multiplied by the depth, all right, of the section. So from here we have the A subscript A, total area of the steel bars. Okay, total area of the steel bars, and then B is the width of the concrete sections. We have the effective depth, distance from the top, compression edge to the center of the steel bar. All right. So now the first step you should consider from here is to calculate the area of steel bars. Okay, first find the area of one bar using pi radius square and multiply by 3. All right, so in this example, I just assume 20 mm reinforcement. Okay, 20 mm reinforcement. So the radius is 10 millimeters. All right, radius 10 millimeters. So once you actually carry out this area, you will notice the area of 20 mm reinforcement is 314 square millimeters right there. So it depends on the number of the reinforcement that you actually have in that column section. Okay, so for the sake of this example, I'm using 3 numbers of 20 mm in the column section. All right, and then I multiply this area by 3 from here, and I have 942 square millimeters as the total area of 3 reinforcement of 20 mm diameters in a column section. So step 2 is to calculate the concrete area, which is the section. So I have a section of 300 by 500 for the columns. All right, for instance. All right, so once you multiply 300 by 500, you should have 150,000 square millimeters right there. So now from this is the area all over concrete section right here. So from here we are now having a 942 all over 150,000 all right, square millimeters. So this will give us, if you type it from the calculator right here, 942 divides 150,000, just like this equals. So you'll be having a 0.00628 right here. So you have to multiply this by 100 because you are looking at a percentage, and then you have 0.6. Okay, so 0.63 right here. If I multiply this by 100 like this equals, I should be having 0.628 right here, which is the approximately 0.63 right here. Okay, so this is within the code limit because code said it shouldn't go below 0.3%. It shouldn't also go above 2.5%. Okay, so we have 0.2, 0.3% as the minimum, and the maximum is 2.5%. So 0.6% is within this code limit. So this section has actually passed the area of steel to area of concrete ratio. All right, so let's look at the reinforcement content of one of our design in Protastructure. How many of the reinforcement are there, and then the close sections, and then we do this calculation right away and check that particular member directly using the same method. So let's switch back to Protastructure. All right, so let's take this particular column. Let's take this particular column for instance. So we are going to be checking how many number of reinforcement, design reinforcement we are in this column, and then the section we have already known that it is 225 by 300, as you can see from there. So just select on that, right click, and then over here section design. So in the section design property window, we can proceed to check, and from what we have here, we are having a 6 S16 reinforcement. If you click on interactive design from here, this has taken us to 12. So we wouldn't want to use 12. We are trying to optimize then. So I optimized it last time and it has changed because I'm still having H12 right here. Okay, so I'm changing all of this to H16 right here, and I remove this to 1. Okay, for this one I have to make it 0. Okay, so this is 6 H16 diameter reinforcement, 6H16 diameter reinforcement in this column, and the section is 300 by 225. So let's us proceed and check the area of steel to concrete ratio. Now I click on the OK option from here, and then I proceed to a calculator right here. Okay, so the section of the steel sections, we are having 201 to be the area of 1 Y16 or H16. Okay, 201 is the area. Okay, so we have 6 of it, so you have to multiply this by 6 right here. So you equals, and then you are having 1206. So this is the total area of steel that is in this particular column, all right, that we have designed. All right, 1206. So let's us proceed to check the concrete sections. So take note of this figure 1206. So we proceed, we have 225 by 300. 225 by 300. So we have 67500. So we'll be doing 1206, all right, divides by 67500. All right, so this is the ratio. So just do equals, and then you can see that we are having a 0.0178 right there. You multiply this by 100, so this times 100 right here equals. So you see that we are having 1.7. So 1.7 is still within the code provision or the code limit, because the code limit said we shouldn't exceed 2.5%. So this is 1.78%, approximately 1.8%. All right, so this section is very much okay with respect to the area of steel to the area of concrete ratio successfully. All right. So now, what if this actually exceeds the code limit? If this exceeds the code limit, that is over design, and we all know the outcome and the result of over design. So it will increase the construction cost. All right. And then if this go below the code limit, which is 0.3%, we all know that it will induce a microscopic cracks in the reinforced concrete members. Microscopic cracks are cracks that you may not necessarily see with your naked eye, and they are very dangerous to the reinforcement. That means there is a provision for air to access the reinforcement through the concrete. A very tiny cracks that the eye cannot see. So that is why we have to carry out this area of steel to concrete ratio check to ensure that our design is safe. It's just a fundamental check as a structural engineer that we have to do. So ensure that some of these checks you put them into considerations in the course of designing a reinforced concrete member in any software, be it Protastructure, Tekla Structural Designer, and other analysis and design software. So I believe that we have been able to look at these things, and then for the calculation we did, I'll post it in the group chat. Okay. So if you are not in the group chat, you can check the link in the description of this video to join the WhatsApp group chat so you can have access to it successfully. Okay. So we are going to be stopping here. You can join our masterclass. We have an ongoing masterclass on Protastructures, and then other software we teach on YouTube. Okay, so join our masterclass, and then you learn these softwares and become pro in the use of these softwares, and you can get your work done easily, as we are going to be using the shortcuts that I normally used, okay, during designing. All right, to fast track the old design and the necessary check so that you can have a safe design successfully. All right, do not forget to like the video. Do not also forget to subscribe if you are yet, or if you have not subscribed to our channel, Soft Freezing Academy. Do well to subscribe. We will see in the next presentation. Have a great day, and bye for now.